Where'd that come from? Where's the video? So the movie that I wanted to talk about was like movies that I consider unofficial Christmas movies that aren't really Christmas movies. And people always think about Die Hard. Okay, that is on the list, but like this movie that you guys saw that I just flashed up, The Long Kiss Goodnight. I'm gonna consider that a Christmas movie. Did you ever see The Long Kiss Goodnight with Samuel L. Jackson a long time ago?
A million times. I love that movie.
That's one of my favorite movies.
What's Christmas about it?
It had Christmas in it. I mean, it was in the background. I mean, and that's my point. Christmas wasn't the focus, but it was around the Christmas time. All that. I mean, there was ice. There was a church. There was snow. It's also official, unofficial Christmas, right? So I'm gonna do some sport. Like if you haven't seen The Long Kiss Goodnight with Samuel L. Jackson and Gina Davis, it's a must see. And I'm gonna go down the list of reasons why. I'm gonna give you some spoiler bullets. I've been talking about doing what I call spoiler bullets, and I'm gonna introduce that right now. So spoiler bullets of The Long Kiss Goodnight. Number one. Okay, let me get my phone. Number one. Amnesiac Assassin. The film opens up with a captivating scene in which Samantha Kane, played by Gina Davis, is introduced as a school teacher and devoted mother living in the small town of Honesdale, Pennsylvania. However, Samantha has no memory of her past, having suffered from amnesia after a car accident 8 years prior. The intriguing premise sets the tone for the film. Number two, spoiler bullet. Number two, The Mystery Stranger. The plot thickens when a mystery stranger named Mitch, portrayed by Samuel L. Jackson, is hired to investigate Samantha's past. Their individual meeting is electric, filled with sharp dialogue and tension. 3. The Dark Revelation. As Samantha begins to remember fragments of her past, she discovers that she was once an elite assassin working for a covert government agency. 4. The Deadly Plot. The stakes rise when Samantha learns about a deadly plot involving a nuclear bomb. I don't remember a nuclear bomb being smuggled into the U.S. by a terrorist group. This urgency propels Samantha's and Mitch into a race against time as they must stop the plot before it's too late. Kidnapping and Chaos. Number 5. In a heart-pounding moment, Samantha's daughter, Caitlin, played by Yvonne Zima, is kidnapped by the terrorists to use as leverage against Samantha. The emotional stakes heighten as Samantha has to confront her past and embrace her lethal skills to save her daughter. And that was one of the funny parts of the movie was the fact that when she was becoming the assassin again, she was acting like she didn't like her daughter. She never really wanted a kid that was going to slow her down. She started yelling at her daughter and whatnot. But then it was by the end of the movie, it was like a merge between the assassin and the mom, that the character that she created. They merged into one. So she became a loving mother, but a loving kick-ass assassin mother. Number 7, spoiler bullet number 7, The Showdown. The climax features an explosive showdown at the end at an abandoned amusement park where Samantha confronts the terrorists in a thrilling sequence filled with gunfire, hand-to-hand combat. She faces off against the lead villain, who is revealed to be a former colleague and friend turned enemy. That fight between her and her ex, that dude, and it turned out to be his daughter. That was his daughter, the main bad guy. That was his daughter, and she told him that, and she was like, and he didn't care. He was gonna offer. He didn't care. The thing I loved about their fight scene was he pulled out a switchblade, and I remember she was like, "Oh, babe, only 4 inches," and he was like, "You'll feel me." Like that movie had so many lines that I just loved. Like when like there was a scene. I think the guy from not Billions. What's that other movie from HBO with the father and his crazy skin, his kid? Succession. I think that was the guy from Succession was in that movie. He cornered Samuel L. Jackson, who was singing one of his stupid songs, and he cornered him, and he was like, "You were I got the drop on you when you were doodling on a piece of paper, when you were drawing a picture of a man's phallus," or whatever the word he used. He's like, "That's a duck, not a dick." And like little stupid stuff like that. I'm like, the guy had to look at the picture again. He was like, "Wait." Well, I mean, the movie, The movie had a whole bunch of lines like when the main bad guy was trying to get his team to take out Samantha, and one of his guys was defeated, and he got on the radio like, "Sir, she got away. She got me. I think I'm dying. What do I do?" And the main bad guy was like, "Continue dying. Out." Like he was one of my favorite villains. Like him. There's Deacon Frost from Blade, and I think there's another one in my top 5. There's some more in my top 5. He's in my top 5. Funny, kick-ass bad guys. He was great. I loved him. The twist, just when it seems that Samantha has the upper hand, a shocking twist. Mitch is revealed to have been working with the terrorist group. We already found that. The finale confrontation, in a heart-stopping moment, Samantha has to choose between saving her daughter and stopping the bomb. She manages to do both, using her cunning and combat skills to disarm the bomb at the last second, showing her growth as a character and as a mother. Like I said, there was like a merge between her, the mom, and the assassin, the murderer and the mom. Resolution and a new beginning. The film concludes with Samantha finally coming to terms with her past, having embraced her identity as both a mother and an assassin. She leaves her old life behind, ready to start anew with her daughter. The final scene is a poignant, leaving audiences with a sense of closure and hope for Samantha's future. I still wanted a sequel to it. There was behind the scene facts. Gina Davis performed many of her own stunts in The Long Kiss Goodnight, including the fight sequences. This dedication to the authenticity is part of what makes her portrayal of Samantha Cain so compelling. Additionally, the film was directed by Renee Harlan, who was married to Davis at the time, adding an extra layer of collaboration and creativity behind the scenes. There you go. She did most of those stunts.
In the beginning, the chopping of the vegetables, and she kept, "Throw me something else."
I think
I must have been a chef.
I used to be a chef. Chefs do that. And then she throws the knife and like, scares the shit out of her husband. Chefs do that. It was just reminding, people who like to fuck around with don't marry assassins. Yeah, chefs do that. That was the line that she kept saying. Oh, my favorite. One of my favorite scenes was when she was trying to be badass and try to the new life that she created. She was trying to disassociate from it. So she was pretending like she was flirting with Samuel L. Jackson. And he was like, what's going on here? And she was like true love or something. He's like I am not that attractive. There's no way that this would be happening. I am not that good looking. No, one of my favorite scenes when they're stuck in the hallway and they're cornered and they got their guns and they're like, all right, we got a full clip, just point and spray. And they were like 3, 2, and then a grenade just bounces right in the he's like, fuck it, run for your life. Like that's like Samuel L. Jackson. And this was before Samuel L. Jackson was a household name, but even though with the cursing, this was when we were getting introduced, when it was becoming a household thing. Like I don't know what it is about Samuel L. Jackson's delivery of the F-bomb, but it made him like Snoop is almost enjoying that same type of like it don't matter, like it doesn't matter how real it is. It's still like people will let Samuel L. Jackson babysit their kids. I don't know. It's weird. I don't know. It's a classic movie. I consider it a Christmas classic. Even though, like my own wife was like, I don't remember nothing Christmas about it. It was Christmas all over that movie. It was a couple of days before Christmas. That's when it was set. It was a Christmas movie, technically. That's my opinion. I don't know. That's how I feel about it.
Kevin's choice there, I feel him. Yes.
Whitney Houston's The Preacher Wife feels like a Christmas movie.
Because it is, he's an angel. It's all about Christmas. They're getting ready for the Christmas play and the singing and the kids, the nativity.
But is it considered a Christmas movie though? I
just looked it up because I was trying to remember, and
I remember the movie.
It's a Christmas comedy drama.
Yeah, but that is an official Christmas movie. I'm talking about movies that people don't consider Christmas movies, like Die Hard.
That's not something that comes up when someone says, "Oh, I want to watch a Christmas movie." No one goes, "Let's watch The Preacher's Wife."
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Medea Steals Christmas is what people probably come up with. But yeah, I remember seeing The Preacher's Wife one time before. But yeah, come up with any other unofficial, official Christmas movies that you guys want to shout out. Let's shout them out here on the show. I'll bring up another one next week. Maybe it'll be Die Hard. What about Edward Scissorhands? You didn't like Edward Scissorhands, right? That was a
I
movie.
mean, I've seen it, but it's not a memorable movie for me.
It's a classic. Christmas classic. All right, and we'll talk about it again next week. Guys, thanks a lot for joining.